Getting a potential investor on board, convincing a potential partner to give you resources up front, working with your bank, whatever the situation, whether you're starting up, growing your business, or launching a new offer, entrepreneurs are constantly required to influence decision makers. Fortunately, there's some simple tips, and hopefully this video will help you learn how to see them. First thing we have to understand is that entrepreneurs see the world differently than other people. So as you're addressing your investors and bankers, you have to understand that they don't see things the same way that you do. Investors, in fact, see probably more danger than you will see. That's because entrepreneurs are victims to various biases, including an illusion of control, where they think they can control everything, a confirmation bias, where they'll seek out information to confirm their idea, and a small sample bias, where having collected just a few points of data will confirm again their ideas. So as you move forward, make sure you get feedback from other people and try to disprove your idea. This will help you get a more critical eye of what's out there. First thing we want to know is that investors and bankers and whatnot are often looking to invest in a team. And we often say we invest in the A team versus rather than a B project. So an A team with a B level project will do better than a B team with an A project. In fact, venture capitalists look for certain things. The first two things in the top of the list obviously are the team's ability to sustain effort over a prolonged period of time, physically even, and also understanding the market. And then comes return on investment, usually a tenfold investment over a 5 to 10 year period. And then again, we look back at the leadership and the team itself, its capacity to lead and pull through difficult times, evaluate the situation, and react, make changes to achieve the goal. So again, one of the key factors here is the people side. Don't always concentrate on the numbers. Another thing to know is, well, what we'll call, and you'll see in a minute, the Swiss cheese story. Okay, so the Swiss cheese is your business plan, and the business plan obviously has some holes in it, just like a piece of Swiss cheese. Well, the question is, well, what do you do with these holes? Well, the reality is that investors want to know that you understand what you don't know. So you have to know where these holes are. You have to understand them and be able to make them explicit to potential investors. If you don't know where the holes are, they're going to start wondering what's going on. Also, potential partners want to fill those holes. So if you present a piece of cheese or a project without any holes, they won't see any opportunity for them. So remember, you have to know what you don't know, and also make sure that potential partners see that they have a potential role to play. If they have no role, why come on board? To influence people, entrepreneurs need to understand their sources of power. And sources of power, there's 5 major sources of power out there that you can think of. Let's review them really quickly. The first is expertise. This is what you've done to build your business plan. You've learned a lot of things, and you should make it apparent that you have a certain expertise. The second is your personality. A lot of entrepreneurs rely on their personality to get people on board and get them excited. Use it. Your network, the contacts you've made, you're central maybe to certain contacts and network, any potential resources you've gathered that maybe other people would like, and the final source is authority. Obviously, you don't have any organizational authority. Entrepreneurs rely primarily on their expertise and their personality when building a business plan and presenting it. So use those 2 key sources of power. Now, to use those sources of power, you want to look at specific tactics of influencing. Now, influencing, there's a lot of tactics out there. Primarily, there's 11 key tactics for influencing. Let's just take a look at a few of them. The first is rational persuasion. Rational persuasion is making that argument stick with data, with numbers, and making it apparent. Even though we know that most business plans don't work as they say they should, rational persuasion is still the #1 out there. Inspirational appeal, get them to believe in something, get them to hang on to a dream, your dream. Consult with people, get them on board early on before showing them the business plan, show them that their ideas are in the plan. Ingratiation is a tactic used, basically telling people they're great, making them feel positive, making a personal appeal to somebody because they're a friend. legitimating an idea because it was supported by people higher up or by the government or something like that. Exchange tactics, giving something and getting something in exchange. And then obviously coalition tactics, explaining that, well, if so-and-so's on board, they're on board, so you should be on board as well. Now, the first one, rational persuasion, is the big daddy of influence tactics, but it works best if you combine it with obviously a soft tactic. So we always recommend adding rational persuasion and soft tactics together. Hard tactics are usually not the way to go for an entrepreneur. And lastly, framing. When you present a problem, make sure you frame it in a positive way. Obviously, there are many different ways to see a problem. A positive frame has been shown to have a bigger impact for an entrepreneur. So instead of, for example, talking about deaths averted, talk about lives saved, and you actually increase the chances that people will support your argument. Hope that's helped, and I hope you look into how you can use these different tactics to influence. Bye.